Okay, so it's about 90 minutes out from the race, well, less than 90 minutes out from the race now. We're just about to head to the venue. We just need to register. The nerves are getting to me a little bit, just because basically I have to get the fastest time I've ever got, which, yeah, I'm feeling good. I feel like my fitness is there, but it doesn't really matter about me solely. It matters about the course, you know, how fast it is, how heavy the sleds are, how busy the track is, and I can't control any of them factors. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go into it, give it everything, and see the result. It's cool, isn't it, Tom?
This guy on his story today, HRV 140, sleep about 1 million hours. I don't know how he sleeps so good before a race.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously everyone knows Danny, but Danny's going to be racing today. How are you feeling?
Nervous. I'm walking through the hall there, right? I've just got no control over my legs. I'm like Bambi on ice. But I've done it like 20 times now, but I still get nervous before doing it. Yeah. And I'm drinking what looks like something a kid's whipped up, but it's the only thing I could find, electrolytes. So, how are you feeling, mate?
Again, exactly the same as you. I feel like because all the courses are different, like you can't control it, so like you can just put your best effort out when you're on the day. But I think we've got some strong competitors. I don't
always
see.
Helps, mate.
Yeah, so there's a lot of there's a big turnout from the Spanish today. I think we've got a couple of people that are like on the brink of the Elite 15, and then I think there's a guy that's got like the Spanish Open record, but he's doing pro for the first time. Nice. But he's got like 54 minutes in the Open, so
really,
yeah, it might be a quick lad, but you never know. You never know. So
quite a big step up, I find.
Yeah.
A little bit of useful information for you. Cuidado or boy. That means I'm coming in on the inside. So boy means go, like I'm coming through.
Alright, okay, cool.
So that'll shave off a few seconds there. boy.
So we just got to the venue. It looks unreal. Until about 40 minutes ago, Jake was the most nervous I've seen him. However, since we've got here, he's been told it's quite a good course, so he's cheered up a lot, and now he's excited for it. I think he should be excited for it, but I think obviously there's a lot of pressure riding on this race as to whether he does Glasgow, so I think that is in his head a little bit. But he's fit, he's had a good day, he's not really in any pain, so I'm excited to see it. I think he'll do well. getting out of the ski. Looks good, looks fresh, and now we are onto the sled push.
I've never seen it before, and now we're just going into the sled pull. It is just so busy, and Jake's heat is absolutely stacked, but yeah, he's doing well, looks good. And then hopefully my heart rate will resume to normal because it feels about 200 beats per minute at the minute. So far, so good. I think he's 38 minutes in and he's halfway through his fifth run. He was literally in and out of the farmer's carriage so fast. Came in first, left first. I'd say there's like 20 seconds maybe between Jake and whoever is second place. So now he's on his 7th run, and then we're waiting for him at the lunges. Busy, so we're going to try and get a good spot, and then one run, 100 wall balls, and he's done. He is currently on 48 minutes and 36 seconds, and he's into his last run, so fingers crossed he's up for a good time. This is the worst part. I can never find him after he's finished racing. The athlete zone is so big.
picked up in the second half. First half really struggled. That sled got me. It was the heaviest sled I've ever pushed. I don't know why. I don't know, I've just been skipping leg day or what. But it felt heavy today. Came out of the sled probably about 7th or 8th. Came out of the sled pull first, then held on to that all the way. Well done, mate, well done. That's second place. Well done, mate.
You get the time you wanted?
I think that may have put me back into the Elite 15. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to have to see. Hopefully though. But we're going to race in Katowice next week anyway. And yeah, just try and get that time than that. I think I've got more in the tank.
And that's Bilbao done. We got a time of 56.46, which brings my mean average time down to 56.50, I think, which gets me back into the Elite 15 as of now for Glasgow. So there's still one more race in the diary, which is Katowice next week. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I'm there and I'm racing, so hopefully I can stay with the top boys, and then that means that I'm not going to get knocked out. You know, if I race with them and keep up with them, and manage to keep up with them, then hopefully that just ensures that I will stay in the Elite 15 for Glasgow. So that's the plan. I'm pretty happy with how the race went. There was some really strong competition, especially the first half. I really struggled with the sled push. I don't know whether it's because the sleds were heavy or if it's just I've got small, skinny legs. I'm not too sure. I think it's a bit of both. But I came out of the sled push, I think 8th. But on the sled pull managed to come out first, and then I kind of held on to that for the rest of the race then, and I think I won by kind of about a minute to a minute and a half, which was good. So yeah, the plan now, we're going to go get some food, we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight, but you know, straight back on it, straight back on focusing on recovering, because we're going to be competing next Saturday in Poland. So yeah, follow along on this video.
Yes guys, so it's Tuesday the 18th of Feb, a couple of days after the Bilbao race, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update on how I'm feeling now things have settled a little bit, and then my plans going forward. So basically, Bilbao race, I got a 7-second PB, so 56.46, which I'm proud of, really happy. That gets me back down into the Elite 15, so currently I'm sat either 14th, 15th or 16th. I think I'm safe at the moment, but I could get potentially knocked out at Katowice this week, because that is when the cut-off is. So the cut-off for the Elite 15 Glasgow race is after Katowice, so Katowice is the last kind of race that you can qualify for it. So basically, I've got some thinking to do. I need to figure out if I'm going to race this weekend in Katowice and try and defend my position in the Elite 15, because someone could knock me off, or whether I save myself for Glasgow and, you know, just try and best prepare for Glasgow. So I've done a bit of treadmill work this morning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit beat up, just from competing in Vegas twice, and then obviously competing in Bilbao and all the travel in between. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of a risk, and I'm actually going to rest this weekend, so I'm not going to compete. And the reason for that is because I just want to feel my best. Like, I've had a think, and realistically, if I compete this weekend and then I do well, I stay in the Elite 15, but then I'm not feeling my best for Glasgow, then there's no point doing it. Like, Glasgow is the only race that actually counts. So we need to be best prepared for that. And then if someone does beat me this weekend and beat my time and knock me out of the Elite 15, then it just is what it is. So I'm going to leave it up to fate a little bit, and then just literally focus on training, get my head down with John, make sure I'm feeling my best for this Glasgow race, and yeah, just making sure I'm fit, because I think I can get a little bit fitter. I know it's only 3 weeks away, but I think if I'm feeling my best, I think I can get a little bit fitter, I can get a little bit stronger, definitely, and then hopefully I can get that qualifying spot for World Champs. So that's going to be the plan of action. Feeling happy about it. Yeah, nervous for this weekend. I'm going to be watching, but yeah, I'll probably update you now after Katowice.
So that is still ever so slightly jacked up through that right side, but it's much, much better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 2, 1, roll it over, one side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good man.
Right guys, so it's currently Tuesday the 25th of Feb. We're currently still waiting on the Elite 15 invite, but currently I think I'm ranked either 15th or 16th going into Glasgow. Now Glasgow will be 2 weeks tomorrow, so 15 days out. So at the moment, the focus is on having kind of like a couple of solid training weeks, making sure that we're kind of building up volume and we're peaking for Glasgow. So that's the aim. Realistically, Glasgow is going to be my last chance, or one of my last chances, to secure a spot for World Champs. So we need to perform and we need to make sure that we're in them top spots. Realistically, we need to come first, second or third. If someone who's already qualified gets into that, then it might roll down. But that's the aim at the moment.
We're starting today's session with a little bit of muscle energy technique, which is basically just a posh way of saying isometrics. After a pretty brutal kind of travel and competition phase, we're just trying to hit the reset button a little bit. We've got a relatively heavy squat session today, so we're just making sure that we're resetting and evening out the body so that we can safely load then with a decent amount of weight. In this little phase between competitions, we're trying to maintain strength without necessarily overly taxing the muscles and just the body in general, and not put on any muscle size. So we're keeping to quite a high load, low rep, and we're just making sure, as I said in the competition phase, that we're doing it in a safe manner by making everything as even as it possibly can be before we start loading everything up.
Have you identified any weaknesses in the body that you're trying to fix before Glasgow?
So it's not necessarily about identifying a specific weakness. It's about trying to keep the body as rounded as possible. When as even as possible, I suppose, is a better word than rounded. When you compete, you do things to win. You go faster, you move with little thought about body position and control because you're racing, which inevitably has a knock-on effect, especially when you've got multiple weeks of competition with lots of travel and then all the training that we're trying to get in and around that as well. So it's just super important that we make sure that we're stretching the right areas, we're strengthening the right areas, and we're dealing with any minor kind of tightness, weakness, instability that may have occurred throughout the competitions and the travel and everything else.
Perfect. How's it feel? Yeah, sweet. 100.
Right, focus on posture, nice and tight, big drive, weight distribution through your foot. Good, like it. Yeah, good. Right, you're lead there. I'm happy to go even, but you're the one who's feeling it, so let me know.
Let's do another set of that.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do 3 to 5 working sets. That's set 1.
Yeah.
That looked great. You look pretty strong as well in that range. Good.
Is that 3?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, just keep it at that for minutes too.
Bit of hamstring pull coming on there as well now. What we want to see.
Yep.
Perfect.
What we're going to do, we're going to finish off the session. We've done a lower strength session today. We're going to finish it off with 4 sets of every 2.5 minutes. We're going to go 30 meters sled push at Hyrox weight, so at Hyrox Pro weight. Just building it up gradually, as this is one of my weakest stations, so we need to get better at it. Yeah, felt good, felt strong. Just need to practice it a little bit more. I think just get more efficient with everything. I think that's what we need to spend the next 2 weeks doing, in my opinion. Just moving the best. If we can move better than any other athlete, then it's free fitness in it.
So on that, we was talking about this before. I don't know why you wasn't here. Skill practice is anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes of exposure to a skill as often as possible, but with gaps in between. So what that means is you can do it multiple times a day, you can definitely do it multiple times a week, but you need at least 30 minutes gap in between. That's what the data would say in terms of skill practice. And what you've mentioned there in the next 2 weeks is skill practice, greasing the groove, that's what they call it. So trying to implement just a small amount of pushing, pulling, whatever else you feel like you need that bit of exposure to as often as possible. It's not going to be enough to impact you in a negative way in terms of overload because you're not doing enough, but just doing it a lot is going to make a huge difference in a short space of time.
So it's Thursday, we're just about to hit our treadmill session. Got a tough interval session today. We're going to be doing 4 minutes at threshold, 1 minute recovery at moving, and then we're going to do that 10 times in total. So 40 minutes at threshold, which is quite a lot. So that's today's session. So as of this morning, Glasgow was confirmed. I've got the email here, I just need to reply to it. That has got me into the Elite 15. I'm currently 14th. So I've got into Glasgow qualified. So the build up now is to just make sure I'm best prepared for the race. So we need to be fit, we need to be strong, and most importantly, we need to be healthy. So no niggles, no injuries, and we want to be feeling like refreshed going into it. So I'm going to sign this video out, and we're going to pick up next week with the build-up phase to Glasgow. And then after that, we've got something exciting which we'll show in the next video as well.